I'm Andrew, and I'm here to offer a midweek reflection because Sundays are not enough. So I'm sitting here with Mr. Nibbles, who's a foster rabbit. We foster rabbits in this house, which means we just keep them around until somebody wants to adopt them. But it means that rabbits are coming in and out of this house a lot, and Mr. Nibbles is in this room, in this space right now, because we had to keep him away from our rabbit Loki, who actually lives here. He's not a foster rabbit. He's a kind of a roommate. Loki wouldn't leave Mr. Nibbles alone, and he kept harassing him. So in order to keep Mr. Nibbles safe, we brought him up here. At the at-home Sunday meeting, Johnny was talking about this idea of he was addressing the question of, should the church be a safe place for everyone? And his answer, which I really liked, was that the church should be a safe place for everyone, but it can't be without transformation. Johnny says that power is the force that separates difference from enmity. It's impossible for the church place to be a safe place for everyone without transformation. Before we defang the lions, we can't suggest that the church is a safe place for the lambs. So I want this house to be a safe place for both Mr. Nibbles, who's really into kissing me right now, and also for my rabbit Loki, who lives here. But until Loki experiences some transformation, I have to take some kind of action to make sure that Mr. Nibbles isn't oppressed. And maybe Loki experiences the fact that he's been locked out of the guest room as oppression, since he normally has free run of the house. Theologian James Cone, who pioneered Black liberation theology, addresses this idea of reconciliation when he talks about how oppressed folks, black folks specifically, can reconcile, or how they can reconcile with their oppressors. What he says is, there can be no communication between master and slave until the status of master no longer exists. He points out that reconciliation is a costly process for oppressors, for white folks specifically. Reconciliation is a costly experience. Reconciliation means death, and only those who are prepared to die in the struggle for freedom will experience new life with God. So Cone is really echoing Jesus when he says that. Jesus calls for us to deny ourselves and take up our cross, take up the cross daily and follow him, to embrace this way of dying to our status, our privilege, and our inclination and ability to oppress. So that struck me, that this reconciling transformation that defangs lions, that asks oppressors to give up their power and privilege, is costly for the lions. And it can also be costly for the lambs that need to call the lions to accountability for their promises. But the promise of the faith is that the world that this builds is worth it, is safe for everyone. From Isaiah chapter 65, verse 25, "The wolf and the lamb shall feed together. The lion shall eat straw like the ox, but the serpent its food shall be dust. They shall not hurt or destroy on all my holy mountain, says the Lord."